Hey guys, welcome back for another Baker Built Sexy Time tip of the week. Today we're going to be talking about your kneecaps and patellar knee pain. So what I'm referencing to is when you're squatting, pain that kind of shows up right underneath the kneecap, right where the top of the shin bone is. Now, few reasons why that may be the case. Today what I'm going to talk about is mobilizing using your lacrosse ball and working this area of muscle right above the kneecap itself as a place to start to figure out what may be going on. A lot of times these muscles down in this area, they get really tight, and when they get tight they start to pull on that connective tissue that crosses over the knee, kind of encases the kneecap, and then connects down here at the top of the shin. When that happens, if I'm standing or if my leg is straight, I don't really feel too much. But as soon as I start to squat and my knee bends and I get in that flexion, well, if this is really tight, the muscles don't have enough slack to give to the connective tissue. And when that happens, that's when the pain shows up down here, because this is all being pulled, but it doesn't have a lot of give to it. So where you're going to start, a couple of minutes, and you're going to work 3 different locations. I usually start right here on the inside, this bottom of the medial quad muscle right inside here. Then I'm going to eventually move to right above the kneecap in this little pocket. And then I'm going to work the outside, just above and to the outside of the lateral quad muscle. There's 4 muscles that run all through here, and we're going to kind of hit all of them in sequence by doing this. You're going to spend, I usually use as a standard 2 minutes in each location. That's 6 minutes per knee, 12 minutes for both legs. It's worth the time to get it in if this is something that's really bothering you. If you're doing just a bit of maintenance and you don't have a real issue here, you can do 1 minute, 90 seconds per section, but for any real change to happen, minimum of 2 minutes. So what I do, find a spot on the ground, I'm gonna put my ball right underneath in an area where I can get some decent leverage on it. This works really well for that inner quad muscle, and you'll know when you're on it, it's gonna feel uncomfortable. You know, you're gonna definitely feel like you're into something. When I'm in it, I can roll around on it like so. I can pin down the most sensitive spot, and I can work the knee itself to kind of get some of that movement of the joint that I want to emulate, and then work the muscle over the sticking point in the ball there. I can do a little contract and relax where I flex my quad for 5 seconds and then release it for 10 and kind of let that work in there a little bit. A couple of options you've got there. Eventually when I'm done with this section, I'm gonna then roll so the ball is right under my knee, and I'm gonna work it there for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna flip over to my other side and I'm gonna work the outside of the knee as well. So like I said, if you're being really thorough, you're gonna do both knees and you're gonna spend a little bit of time on both every day. You know, if you can get this in multiple times in a day, that's fantastic. But once a day is better than absolutely nothing. So give that a shot. See what it improves after you do it. Test it before, do a squat before you do it, and then afterwards do a couple of air squats and see how it feels. If it's better, same, or worse. All right, guys? I'll see you next time.